Join me as I dive into the biggest scams that shock the world and see if I can uncover the truth behind each one. Scams can impact anyone, regardless of their social status or financial situation, and some of the most infamous examples have left people stunned and heartbroken. Scams are incredibly deceptive, often disguising themselves as legitimate opportunities, making it challenging for people to distinguish between what's real and what's not. This uncertainty can lead to significant emotional and financial stress, as victims struggle to come to terms with their losses. The financial toll of scams can be devastating, leaving people with huge debts and a long road to recovery. Many scam victims also experience emotional trauma, including anxiety and depression, which can last for years after the initial incident. In addition to the personal costs, scams also have a broader impact on society, undermining trust in institutions and making people more skeptical of genuine opportunities. The Ponzi scheme is a classic example of a scam that has been used to deceive people for centuries, with perpetrators promising unusually high returns on investments. The Bernie Madoff scam is one of the most notable examples, with Madoff convincing thousands of people to invest in his fake fund. The Enron scandal is another infamous example, where executives used accounting tricks to hide the company's true financial situation. The Theranos scam is a more recent example, where the company's founder, Elizabeth Holmes, convinced investors to put millions of dollars into a fake blood testing technology. The Fyre Festival scam is another example of a high-profile scam, where the festival's organizer, Billy McFarland, promised a luxury music festival experience but delivered a disaster. The Nigerian prince email scam is a more low-tech example, where scammers send emails promising huge sums of money in exchange for a small upfront payment. These scams all have one thing in common: they rely on deception and a lack of transparency to trick people into parting with their money. The most shocking scam of all time is the OneCoin scam, which is estimated to have cost victims over $4 billion. The scam was perpetrated by Ruya Ignatova, who promised investors that OneCoin was a legitimate cryptocurrency, but in reality, it was a fake coin with no real value. Ignatova's scam was incredibly sophisticated, with a complex network of fake companies and bank accounts used to launder the money. The impact on victims was severe, with many people losing their life savings. The OneCoin scam was eventually uncovered, but not before Ignatova had disappeared with millions of dollars. The scam was a wake-up call for regulators, who realized that they needed to do more to protect people from these types of scams. In the aftermath of the scam, many people were left feeling angry and betrayed, wondering how they had been so blinded by Ignatova's promises. The OneCoin scam is a stark reminder of the dangers of investment scams and the importance of doing your research before investing in anything. The OneCoin scam also highlights the importance of vigilance and skepticism when it comes to financial matters. It's essential to be cautious of any investment opportunity that seems too good to be true and to always do your research before investing. Scams like OneCoin can have a significant impact on people's lives, causing financial and emotional distress. By being aware of the warning signs and taking steps to protect ourselves, we can reduce the risk of falling victim to these types of scams. In conclusion, some of the biggest scams that shock the world include the Ponzi scheme, the Bernie Madoff scam, the Enron scandal, the Theranos scam, the Fyre Festival scam, and the OneCoin scam. These scams all have one thing in common: they relied on deception and a lack of transparency to trick people into parting with their money. If you've encountered any scams or have thoughts on this topic, please share them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that will keep you on the edge of your seat.